I want to start with a number. More than half of the tech layoffs announced this year have had one word attached to them: AI. Not restructuring, not market conditions. AI stated explicitly in the press release or the SEC filing. And if you're someone who works at a company that touches technology in any way, I think your instinct is to hear that and lump it all into one story: AI is coming for jobs, full stop. I want to complicate that, because a recent analysis looked closely at 4 of the biggest names doing this: Oracle, Amazon, Cloudflare, and Block, and found each one is actually describing a different decision, not one unified trend. That distinction matters more than almost anything else I could tell you today, because only some of these are actually about automation replacing your specific job. The others are something else wearing an AI costume. So let's go through what's actually happening, company by company, and then I'll give you the questions to ask about your own employer. Start with Oracle, the biggest single layoff of the year. Oracle cut around 25,000 roles this year, and in the same period, reported a regulatory filing explicitly stating that AI adoption across its operations has resulted in, and may continue to result in, workforce reductions. That's about as direct an admission as you'll get from a public company. Notably, this came alongside a surge in net income to $6.13 billion, with the savings redirected into AI infrastructure and data centers. This is close to the real thing, a company that's genuinely automating functions and reinvesting the savings into more AI. If your company looks like this, the roles being touched are usually the ones AI tools can meaningfully do at scale: support, internal tooling, parts of engineering. Now compare that to Amazon. Amazon cut more than 17,000 jobs this year, but the company's own language wasn't AI replaced these roles. It was about simplifying the organizational structure, even while 2025 revenue hit nearly $717 billion, and the company is planning up to $200 billion in AI capital spending. That's a different story. That's a company using the AI narrative as a convenient banner over what's really an organization chart flattening decision: fewer layers of management, not necessarily fewer AI replaceable tasks. Then there's Cloudflare, which I think is the most honest of the 4, even though the headline sounds brutal. Cloudflare cut about 20% of its workforce while posting its highest revenue quarter in company history. But the CEO didn't hide behind vague language. He said directly that most of the people let go were what he called measurers: middle management, finance, legal internal auditing, revenue recognition. That's not AI took engineering jobs. That's a company saying plainly that the layer of people whose job was tracking and reporting on other people's work is the layer AI tools now handle well enough that we don't need as many humans doing it. So you've already got 3 different stories under one headline: genuine automation at Oracle, an organizational chart excuse at Amazon, and an honest admission about coordination roles at Cloudflare. Same word, 3 different realities. Here's why this matters for you, practically. When your own company announces layoffs and says the word AI, don't take that at face value in either direction. Don't panic like it definitely means your specific job is being automated, and don't dismiss it like it's definitely just a buzzword excuse. Ask 3 questions. 1. Is the company's profit going up or down? If profit is up and they're cutting anyway, that's a strategy choice, not survival, which means it's more likely to keep happening, not less. 2. What layer of the org is actually being cut? Is it hands-on execution roles, or is it the coordination and reporting layer, the measurers? Those get hit first and hardest right now. 3. Is the company reinvesting the savings into more AI infrastructure, like Oracle, or just quietly reducing headcount with no clear reinvestment story? The first pattern tends to repeat every quarter. The second is more often a one-time correction. If you want the honest version of what's happening at your own company, that's the lens. Not AI is scary, but which of these 4 stories is actually being told here, and what does that predict about next quarter? I'm going to keep tracking every one of these announcements through this same lens all year. So if this was useful, subscribe. This is basically the whole job of this channel.